What is up, you guys? Welcome back to Toxicity Blitz. Today we are going to be running over another how to kill video. This one was almost as requested as the IS-4 video, the how to kill T110E3 video. This tank is a very formidable tier 10 vehicle. It is a tank destroyer, and it has got a pretty big gun and a very sturdy armor profile. I believe this is one of the hardest tanks to deal with, tank destroyer wise, at tier 10. It's one of the tanks that I say, oh crap, when I come against it, especially when it's hull down. First things off, I would like to say, delete this. The best way to deal with this tank, first off, is don't let it get hull down. Get it out of the way as quick as you can, or let it get hull down and deal with it last, because this tank can't carry and it's really slow. But we'll get into that further on in the video. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful time watching this video, and I hope you learned something new. Let's get into battle. Alrighty, so first off, on this tank, we're going to be talking about the lower hull of this vehicle. A lot of people noticed that this vehicle's front is really strong. Its lower plate, however, is a little bit weaker than the rest of the tank. However, it is a little bit confusing. It is a considerable amount stronger than the E5, even though this tank should be boasting the same hull. The lower plate is very strong, and I absolutely recommend shooting premium ammo at this area if you want to guarantee your shots. It's really frustrating if this tank is wiggling to just fire a standard shot into there and bounce, or just get a track damage. It is really not very nice to do so. So just load gold and try to guarantee this pen. Don't shoot anywhere above the lower plate. It's really dangerous to do that. And in fact, you probably won't pen at all. It's usually pretty red. But even if you're in a 268 with heat, you can pen next to the gun mainlet, but I really don't recommend trying. Still try to go for that lower plate. It is a pretty good idea. The ammo rack is still on the same side as the E5 to right here, as you can see. It's right to my right when looking at this vehicle. It's right in this area here, so if you get a nice shot in along that side of the track, you have a pretty good chance of damaging the ammo rack. It is pretty hard to hit since that area does have quite a bit of armor. But I can assure you the ammo rack is definitely there. Next, we're going to be talking about the cupola of this vehicle. The only thing I can really say is don't shoot the cupola. It is a death trap. You cannot pen this whatsoever. If you have a high heat pen, you might be able to. If you have a high premium ammo pen, you might be able to. But as you can see here, there's no way you're going to be able to go through that. There's a ton of spaced armor. It's very strong. You're never really going to be able to pen this, regardless of your pen. I've bounced 268s, I've bounced Hories, I've bounced Jaegeroos. This area is not the spot that you really want to be going for. Also, as you can see right here next to it, there's this little cupola here. Don't shoot for this. I'll cover this area a little bit later on, but there is no hitbox here. Your shot will just go right through it. So don't shoot for this little area. There's nothing there. Another part on the front I want to talk about that's really important if you're in a face hug and you're in a low profile vehicle is this area right here that this gun is sitting in, this little bathtub area. In this vehicle, I don't believe I have enough pen to get it, but if you have over 230 millimeters of pen, I know for a fact that you can go in and pen right here next to the gun. It is a very effective spot if you're in a decent pen tank or you have a low profile and you can't shoot anywhere else on this vehicle. You can pen right inside there. So if we go around the sides here, you can see that the sides are very weak, especially the drive wheel. At most angles, you will be able to pen this drive wheel. See right there, I pen it and I get a track almost every time. It is very weak. It is very similar to the E5 in that sense. It has absolutely no drive wheel strength whatsoever. Same for the rest of the side. As you can see here, the side is red down here. Just shoot to the upper area of this track and you should be able to pen with most vehicles at tier 10. As you can see, if I'm at a distance here, if I get the rest of the track red, you can still see there is a strip of gray right there, and I can pen that. So if you are trying not to get bounces, you're trying to make your shots as effective as you can, try to shoot for that gray strip at the top of the track. Next up, we're going to be talking about a little bit further down the side. You can see that this top half up here is very red all the way around, so don't really try shooting up here unless you are 100% side on. This little box in the back, you can also HE this. You can HE it pretty much all the way around, and if you have a high enough HE pen, again, like the German Bulldog, you will be able to pen the back of this vehicle. You can HE pen through the tracks here. which is pretty useful. But again, I don't suggest taking this. You most likely will hit the track. Now, a little bit of mechanics I would like to talk about with this tank, and the fact that you can HE this vehicle from the front if you have above 80 millimeters of HE pen. E100s, Chieftain Mark 6, the German Bulldog, obviously, that's why I'm playing this vehicle, Vickers Light, 215B, can all HE this vehicle from the front. You'll see here that there is these 3 viewports. What you want to do is you want to look for this strip along the bottom of the viewports. If I switch to AP, you can kind of see here where it is gray. It's a little bit misleading because you can see that the red from the rest of the armor profile shines up a little bit over the top, overlapping with the gray area. But I can assure you that red is not a part of the viewports. You can actually HE pen right into that strip, as you can see there, as long as you have 80 millimeters or more of HE pen. This area is also really good to shoot, even if you don't have the greatest HE pen. This, I believe, is where your driver sits, and you will damage some viewports if you hit there. This vehicle is very big and very slow, and taking out this vehicle's mobility is a really good way in taking down this vehicle very fast. Trying to get those track shots into those drive wheels or HEing the spot, even if you don't get the right damage, you still have a pretty good chance of hitting the driver. Now, I did say we'd come back to this little cupola on top. This area here is, again, it doesn't have a hitbox, but right below it sits this tank's loader. So if you are right above this tank and you can HE into this area, you can hit this tank's loader, and its reload and its DPM absolutely disappears. It is a super effective way, again, for taking out this vehicle. But by far, I think the most effective ways in a face hug for killing this vehicle is shooting this little viewport area and shooting into the tub of this gun. Just remember, if you're shooting into the tub, you have to shoot very close to the gun. The ammo rack is, again, on the right side, the loader is up on the left side, and so is the driver. So, I thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys obviously enjoy my new mic. I think it sounds a lot better. I hope you guys have a wonderful day of tanking, and remember to stay toxic.